Hello, artsy friends. I hope you grab your stamps because tonight we're going to spread some love. So you don't have to have a boyfriend or a husband to make a Valentine's Day card. Tonight we're going to make friendship cards. And we're going to use two of our newest stamps to make some really cute cards tonight. So get ready and we're going to get started. Let's just make sure you guys can hear me okay and give me a thumbs up. And we'll turn the camera around, make some cards. I hope you guys know that this Valentine's Day is just the perfect time to just reach out to your friends too and just send a little love. So that's what we're going to do. So we will get started. All right. Tonight, again, we're going to use Simply Sweet. Very fun. And one of our newest sets is called Thoughtful Greetings. And so I'm going to show you this. Sometimes it's nice to have a sentiment set that you can use with a lot of different things. So you may have these great images, but maybe you want to say something else. This could be put on the inside of the card, or it could be the main part of the front of the card and use some of the other sentiments on the inside. So don't be afraid to grab multiple sets and combine them. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make two cards. So let's go ahead and, again, I want to just make sure you guys can see me. And let's turn the camera around. Okay. The other thing that we're doing, so these are the sets that we're going to use. And the other thing we're going to use is our newest paper. It's our part of our, we just released it. It's on the website in our What's New section. And here's a bunch just piled up over here. It's called our Nature's Whimzy collection. And each one has some great small prints on the back. So we're kind of using some of the smaller prints, the B-sides, for these cards. I think they're so versatile. I think you're going to really love them. And here's another one. This is Spread Your Wings. Now all of these papers also have stamps and dies. We have 5 different stamps coming out in this collection. Again, they're in the What's New section. Let's see, did I do them all? I think I have them all. Here's another one. This one's Little Wonder. But again, you're going to just love the backs too as much as the fronts for any kind of card. But again, this collection has 5 stamp sets and dies that work with the paper. But today, we're going to do, I wanted to do one for Valentine's Day. So let's go ahead and jump right in. For our first card, I've gone ahead and cut some things out and also color the images. So today we're just going to keep it short and sweet, and then I'm going to show you some fun samples. So, okay, so the first one we're going to do, I wanted to do something where we just layered a lot of the pieces together. The other thing that we have that is new that we're going to use today is the hexagon nestables. I love this. Again, brand new, really fun. I wanted to play with this today as well. So let's just get started with a lot of the pieces. We're going to use this one. Okay, so I've colored up the little bundt cake. What's great about this set is there's so many different pieces. You don't have to use them all on one card. We're going to split it up. We're using this one on this card, and then we're going to use the other 2 on the other card. And the other thing I like to do is when I stamp and color it, I like to actually take a bunch of plain pieces, like plain scrap paper, and layer up some of the images. So like, for instance, I cut this, stamped and cut this out, and then this is just out of scrap paper. I did the same with my colored images. So let's go ahead and just prep this one so it's ready to go. I just put that between my fingers, and then I can drop it on and wiggle it around till it lines up. So it's really easy to layer it that way. Then I'm just going to drop another piece of glue on the back of this one. If you really want it chunky, do 4 pieces. Really, it's totally up to you. Sometimes I just do 2. Just, and I think it's easier to drop the glue on the one that's already stamped so I don't glue the wrong side. So really easy, and look how nice and chunky that is now. So we're going to use that. And this is the back, this is this piece. And I think I can go all the way across. I love this too. It kind of looks like a tablecloth. But I think it might be kind of fun. I really want to have a lot of fun layers. I'm going to go ahead and make this a little banner. So could do, yeah, just because I want there to be a little dimension, just a little more fun. So what I like to do is just cut right up the middle. I don't ever measure, but by cutting up the middle, I think it's easier to get it centered. There, that's pretty good. All right, and I think I'm going to have it go right to the edge here. So let's go ahead and color this or attach this. And then let's kind of just play with how you want it placed. This piece, let me show you what that is from. And I'm going to show you a little tip. That is from this piece. It's called Sweet as Honey. And our hexagons match this. Look at that. It matches like that. Let me show you a little trick. And do I have, okay. So this is just something I like to do. This is really tight on here, but if I'm off just a little bit, you might not see the border. So here's kind of a little trick. I took a scrap piece, die cut this out of the scrap piece. Then I can lay this on here, figure out exactly where it lines up. So I'm going to get this nice little teal border. So once it's positioned, I can then take the die and move it around until it fits down in the little hole. So there it goes. It'll kind of, it'll fit in there. Then I'm going to take my tape, which I just had a second ago and I just lost it. Okay, let's see if this is thick enough. Okay. Okay, it's not very sticky. I think that'll work. All right. All right, then I'm going to take that and die cut it. Then I can pop it out and look, it gives you that nice little teal. It just matched perfectly. And then I just keep this piece in with my dies. So that will stay with the dies so I can always pull it out at another time. So little tip, and look how cute this is. So we may use that here. I may just save it for later. Okay, just wanted to show you that little trick. Okay, so then we've got our little honeycomb. I thought this would be cute. So I'm just going to kind of play with it a little bit and see where I want it before I actually start attaching. And kind of like, it's kind of building a little cluster here. All right, I like that. And then I might do Life is Sweet, especially with you in it. Again, this can be for a friend. I'm going to slide that over a little bit and put that right up here. I think that will look cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and start attaching. Some of these layers I might want to pop up with some foam tape. Where did I have that? There we go. Let's look again before I totally glue it down. Yep, I'm going to break the border down here. And then let's go ahead and glue this on. I'm going to keep it pretty far up here in this little corner. And that is going to pop up on there. So I think I'm going to glue this to that piece, and then we'll pop this whole piece up. Just have fun with the layers. I think that's going to look cute like that. So let's flip this over and add some foam tape to the back of that. Whoops. There we go. Okay, pick it up. Okay. Whoops. All right, and then I think that is going to look really cute. Again, I love the extra layers. I love the little random feel of this card. And we've got some little extra pieces here. The other thing we're going to do, well, let's add these first. I think that they need to be popped up as well. They're little. They're sticking to me. There we go. There. And let's go ahead and add another one. Come on. Love all these extra little pieces. All right, then I think it needs something on the inside, but isn't that cute? So you've got this simple old card. We're going to open it up. We got more goodies on the inside. This is where I grabbed the sentiment from this set. Again, you can do have a lovely day, but sending smiles. I just thought that was going to be really nice in there. I went ahead and added an extra layer for this one as well. This I just did 2 layers. I didn't want it too thick on the inside of the card. And foam tape might be a little too much, so sending smiles. Perfect friendship card for Valentine's Day. Or any time, actually. Isn't that cute? All right, let's do another one. Could even, again, save this piece because we can use that in another card. All right, the next one I want to do a little bit of a fun fold. It's a really simple one. So, this is, okay, A2 size card. Both of them are A2 size card. This is horizontal. We're vertical here. And I'm just scoring the cover in half. Okay. And then I took this, which in the bees are cute, aren't they? I'm going to just use the honeycomb on the back though. And I split it in half. Made it just slightly smaller. So a teeny little white border around it. And I've got 2 panels. Again, I'm just keeping both panels the same, but you can totally switch it up, mix those papers. I like the fact that the papers are in collections because you know that the papers are going to go well together, so you can grab, combine the different patterns if you kind of like that more whimsical look. All right, This does have a little white line in the middle, not a big deal because we're going to, it's most of the time it's going to be standing up. Okay, so we're going to do our little cluster here. So let's find all our little pieces. And I thought it would be cute. Again, I'm kind of building a little cluster, layering it, figuring out what I want. We're going to have You Are Amazing. So we can either have You Are Amazing starting out on the cover, or that could be the inside. I also have, and that is from the Thoughtful Greeting set. I love the mix of fonts. Then the inside, I thought we would do Make Life's Friends. Ah, there we go. Friends Make Life Sweeter. So we can either do, let's see, I'm trying to decide which one we want on the outside. Friends Make Life Sweeter. And then open it up, You Are Amazing. Let's do that. Let's put the You Are Amazing on the inside of the card. All right. So we're going to, I want this to extend up at the top a little bit. So maybe we do this down here. Friends Make Life Sweeter. So, okay, I'm going to attach this first. Then we know how high to build this up. Okay, so Friends Make Life Sweeter. Do that. I'm going to overlap that a little bit. That. All right, and then we're going to build this. We can give it some height by adding this at an angle. I think I like that. Overlap them like that. Okay, so this piece, I'm going to do it vertical, and I'm just going to glue the bottom half. I'm going to glue that right like there. So half of this is going to be glued down. And I did go ahead and add this to another scrap white piece to make it a little chunkier. I'm going to go center. Again, just make sure you're not glued to the whole piece. So that's going to pop up like that. Then this can sit up, which will be nice. Okay. I did layer these up a bunch too, but I think I'm going to really pop this one. Let's go ahead and glue this one down first. It's going to extend a little bit. And then I'm going to add foam tape to this guy. Okay. And I like overlapping that. And then we have all these fun little extra berries. So here we go. And this is just a white piece, so let's go ahead and layer it. Pop this one up. And I'm going to go ahead . Okay, I do have a sweet tooth, so all of this is making me hungry. This stamp set is part of our Stamp of the Month Club set, our Artsy Clubhouse. So the Clubhouse members got it early and got it at a discount. and got a workshop to go along with it. So they got to play with this. We did some other, I'm going to show you what we did with it. When I do, so at the end of every month, I do a virtual workshop using their new set. And I do coloring tips. Where do we want to put this? I think down here. I show coloring tips. There's always some fun folds involved. So if you want more creative inspiration, the Clubhouse is a great place to start. Okay. And yeah, I love fun folds. So the Clubhouse is going to always get even more fun folds. Okay, this, I cut it a little bit long, so let's trim that off a little bit. There we go. All right, the key to making this pop up, to stand up, is that you need something down on the inside of the card that has dimension. So I just put foam tape on the back of this stripe. This came from the back of one of the papers. I don't remember which one, but all of our papers, you know, have fun. Oh, here it is, the back of this one. Have fun stripes, so I love using those. So we just pop this up. And it's going to go, I'm just going to overlap it a little bit. Oh, a little bit long again. There we go. Then this is going to stand right like that. Then on the inside, I don't know that I like the sentiment here and here, so I think I'm going to have this on the inside of the card. So I don't think you need to see them both at the same time. Again, I did make this a little chunkier so it stands out a little bit. You are amazing. And then you can write your little sentiment underneath it. And then I think it would be nice to have maybe another little strawberry down here. And there we go. All right, if this is standing up, we have one strawberry over here, so I'm going to put this one down on this corner. There you go. And then easily we've got all those extra little goodies, so could do that too. But isn't that fun? It's just a simple fold, right? I mean, you didn't have to do very much, and all of a sudden that's going to stand up. And a more clean and simple card with your little sentiment on the inside. Don't those words look great? I love those. So great friendship cards, or for someone extra special, something like that. All right, so let me just show you a couple other things that are really fun. So those sentiments, the thoughtful greetings, look, you can just add it to any of your other cards. It just gives you a lot of versatility. So we got in sympathy and friendship with just a nice, floral. Here's the you are amazing again on our horizontal center step card. And you've got this, just a simple, I just used the other paper. I didn't even stamp a color or anything on this one. So keep that in mind. That's a really great versatile set. But I wanted to show you a little bit more of the Clubhouse cards. These are ones that we did in our workshop for this stamp set. Look how fun this is. I love that. This is with our Feelin' Groovy collection. And then another fun fold where I'm using all of the elements. And then a cute little tag. So just kind of I just wanted to share those with you. Also, in our Clubhouse, this was last month. So this is the one that shipped out in January that they all got. And it didn't have an image with it. So I was like, what do we want to show in our workshop for this set? Because it wasn't, couldn't really do any coloring tips because it's just sentiments. So I just wanted to show you, again, for the Artsy Clubhouse, the Stamp of the Month Club, I teach a lot of other additional things as well. So we did a little mini album with that paper. And this, we gave them they get the tutorial, they get the little instruction sheet. So you're getting a class every month of some sort. But I thought I would just share this. It's our newest collection, our new paper. I'm using the hexagons again. It's got a little pocket here, little flip card. So great for a little mini album. And this opens up. I love this little fun feature. You've got this little belly band piece. And then that has got a little pocket here. And then this piece opens up. Whoops. Put photos here. Here's, again, I love using the strips for different things. And then this is a deep pocket here to put more photo folios. So this just opens up for more places to put pictures. Here's another one. So again, this is something that I taught in our Stamp of the Month Club this last month. So once you're in the club, you get access to all of our different workshops, which is a fun thing too. So anyway, I know I just kind of rushed through that, but I wanted to show you some fun cards and get you guys excited about Valentine's Day around the corner. And remember, it's not just for, just remember you can do it for your friends and just anybody that you are thinking about. Send them some love this Valentine's Day. So that is it. We'll turn it back around. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, also, if you're not in the Artsy Clubhouse yet, but you still want to get involved and see more inspiration, then join the Facebook group. The Artsy Community is what it's called. So in the Facebook group, you guys can share ideas. You can see what everybody else is doing. It's just another great way to have some fun with your crafty friends. And I think that is it. So please find some time to get in your craft room this week and get artsy. You guys have a fantastic